My concern is that Miley Cyrus is originally depicted as Hannah Montana by night, Miley by day. And within a very short space of time, we're now seeing a very provocative, very sexualized image of a young woman who is spending a lot of time singing and a role model to the young people of today. And my concern is the confused message that she is giving out to the followers that she had when she was...
What message is that, do you think?
That it's normal to behave in such a sexual fashion.
And do any of your girls at your school that you look after, do they look up to her and are they kind of changing their habits because of her?
Oh gosh, no. I think my concern is for young children in general, and the messages that we are supporting and allowing this kind of behaviour to be normalised.
But your girls are fine at your school?
Yes, because we work with them, but then all parents and all educators, we all need to be clear the messages that and helping our children to actually move through this challenging time when there is so much media coverage of an increasingly sexualised music industry.
OK, Katie, let's bring you in. I know you're dying to get involved, aren't you? I know you've got young girls, haven't you? You've got 2 daughters.
Yes.
Are you comfortable with them watching Miley Cyrus and maybe even looking up to her as a role model?
Absolutely. I think really, our young people today are much more media savvy than we, probably 3 of us, will ever be. And I think a bit of Miley hanging around in her pants, the children think it's quite fun. They're not going to go and jump out on a wrecking ball anytime tomorrow or start licking sledgehammers. I think they just know that she has done well. She's achieved what many of them want to achieve, which is global recognition, global fame.
But what about the fact that she's so much more sexualised, isn't she, than she was just a few years ago? And what happens if your girls start mimicking that? Are you really going to be comfortable with that?
Of course not. And I would teach my children appropriately that, at the age of 9 and 8, this isn't the time for them to be doing that. But I think we also have to recognise that Miley's done a very good job of tailoring herself to her audience. She had to transition at some point. She couldn't be Hannah Montana forever, could she? And she's done a really good job of adapting her messaging as she grows up.
So maybe we need to give children a bit more, I don't know, that they're intelligent things.
Her girls don't have a problem. She said that, so why would other people's?
Jo?
My concern really, Taylor Swift, same kind of genre of music. She is a very attractive, very successful young woman, but and sexy in a way, but she's not having to behave in such, an extreme way sexually. Why is someone who is gifted, like Miley, having to be so over-sexualized to sell her music? It's great.